Dizaster in February of 2011. This is the first time. This is the iconic battle. The second one was a money grab. The first time I'm supposed to battle Dizaster is early in 2011. Now, y'all have never seen me lose my temper on camera ever. If this video is still on YouTube, that's where y'all will see the DNA that all these people speak about. It is a conversation where me and Dizaster, it gets escalated, and I tell the nigga to meet me in Vegas. Terrible conversation. I look crazy, bad judge of character. You know what I'm saying? I hate to even see myself. I'm very professional. I was out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I told the nigga meet me in Vegas because I was in my feelings. He was pushing my buttons. I was young. I let it get to me. So the story gets blown out of proportion. His niggas get involved. My niggas get involved. Niggas tell me I shouldn't go out the Cali to battle him. Shit might not go right. Battle gets canceled. Good thing the battle gets canceled. Because at that time I wasn't ready to battle Diz. I would have lost. I would have got packed up. The game plan that I had and what he had, because we heard his rounds and we heard mine, I would have got packed up by him. So now the battle's in limbo for about 6 or 7. Yo, Dom, my shit tripping. Want to tell y'all the gay battle story. What?
That better.
Come on now.
We think it's your party?
I'm not gonna lie. This nigga might be out the X, man. He's getting way too comfortable. What the fuck is he talking about? What?
He could have worded that way.
Oh my goodness. Back to the Dizaster story. We're not even gonna spend too much time on that. Oh my god. Que pasa? What is he talking about? So anyway, the battle's in limbo for 7 months. Finally, Dizaster tweets, yo, if y'all want to still see me battle DNA, this is the last time I'll do it. Some tweet like that. Organic jumps in and says, I'll pick it up. Now, when that happens, a bidding war starts. URL calls me with some crazy amount of money to battle Dizaster on URL. I turned down a crazy amount of money because if I beat Dizaster on URL at this time, it does nothing for me because he's not on this league. If he beats me on URL at this time, it does everything for him because he came to where I battle at. So it was a lose-lose situation. So I go DM Organic and say, well, what's your offer? Now, Organic's offer was 7 times lower than URL's.
Oh, shit.
Goodness gracious.
And but he says this one key word. He says, I know the money's nowhere near the same, but if you take the battle over here, it'll be worth your while. Charlie Clip says, yo, I think you should take the battle. I'm like, man. Beasley's like, all right, DNA, you can go over there and do it. That's fine. But here, you know what we're offering. You know what we're offering, DNA. I say, you know what? That shit ain't going. Clips was right, though. Wait till y'all hear the whole story.
I'm about to say, yeah, because 7 times is a lot.
No, 7 times less. Now, watch this. So, but you know what it is? Is at this point, it's not about the money. It's about stamping my legacy. You know what I'm saying? That battle was the battle that transcended me to a new level at the time. So it was about, if I battle him on URL, the battle's not that big because that battle was big in the King of the Dot grind time world, not on the URL world. So it was better to take it there. So now let's jump into after the battle gets locked in with Organic. The battle gets locked in with Organic. Me being young, you know what I'm saying, not knowing a bunch of stuff, I wait to get my passport last minute. So I have to get my passport expedited now because I waited so long. When I go get my passport expedited, they make me pay an extra amount of money. Then I had to go get a different copy of my birth certificate because the one that I had wasn't right. So I'm just telling you the process. Now, as all of this is going on, I have no rounds. because I'm throwing everything out that I'm thinking of, because I'm like, this is the biggest battle of my career, and if I'm shaky, it's over. Long story short, I'm racking my brain. Time for the battle, I only got 1 round and a half. It's my day to fly out. DNA versus Dizaster. Biggest battle of my career at the time. I have 1.5 rounds. I go to head to the airport because they got me flying out in Jersey. I'm so tired, I fall asleep on the train. I'm supposed to get off at Times Square. I wake up in Washington Heights. Now when I wake up on the train, niggas tell me I missed my flight. Now mind y'all, what I want all y'all to keep in mind. No, what I want all y'all to keep in mind. I said I got paid 7 times less. What y'all think happens now that I miss my flight? Who money that's coming out of? Mine. Now they go into the 7 times less and take money out of that to get me a new flight. Because I fucked up because I missed the flight. Now, yeah, we had 10 times less now, Slum. Now, I finally get on the flight. When I get off the flight, my first time ever out the country, them niggas don't let me go through customs. They throw me in a room. Be honest with us. You ever got arrested before? Yeah, 3 times. 3 times when I was a minor. For what? Be honest with us. We can see the record. All my charges was ACDs, which means that they got dismissed after 6 months. Yo, damn, why this shit freezing? Y'all can still hear me? Y'all can still see me? Y'all can still hear me? Why this shit freezing? Yeah, we was frozen.
Your shit went out for 2 seconds.
Alright, we back. Where I left off at?
They told you be honest, we can see your record.
Alright, we told us be honest, we can see your record, right?
Yeah.
So all the charges I had was ACDs, which means that my cases got closed. So I didn't have to tell them because technically it's not on my record no more, but if they want to go and dig up shit, they can see it. So I tell them. Now they keep me there. Now because I got a record, they start asking questions. None of them was drug charges, so after like an hour, they let me out the interrogation room. I get out there. I remember this shit like yesterday. These 2 Canadian rappers, I don't know if y'all know them or not, Luciano Crack, Tycoon Tex. Organic sends them to pick me up from the airport. So they pick me up from the airport. They like, yo, you locked in? You loaded? Yo, this battle with Dizaster, everybody's talking about it in Toronto. You prepared? I'm like, nah, nigga. I don't got shit. I got a round and a half. They like, yo, you lying. You not serious. I'm like, I'm dead ass. I got a round and a half. So them niggas dip off after they take me to the hotel. I come up with the second half, finishing my round. Now I got 2 rounds. I don't have a third. And I just get to the point where I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just have to freestyle a third. Now I'm petrified. I'm scared. So now I go over my rounds the whole day of the battle outside of the club. Now we about to battle, and a limo pulls up. And everybody there goes crazy like, yo, that's Drake. That's Drake. So now this is my first time in Canada. In my mind, I'm like, every time y'all see a limo, I'm sure y'all think it's Drake. Not no fucking Drake. You kidding me? So now it's time for us to go battle. I walk inside of the battle. Drake is standing there, talking and laughing with Dizaster. Now you have to imagine, after everything I just told y'all, I feel like I am about to get smoked. The stars have aligned for my career to end. I missed my flight. I got stopped by Border Patrol. I got paid nuggets. I have no third round, and I'm about to battle one of the greatest freestylers, one of the greatest battle rappers in the culture, and now Drake is laughing with him. The next thing them niggas say to me is, Drake said, do y'all want to bet? Do we want to bet? I said it right there. I said, yo, that's your man. That's your man. I'm not betting you. That's your man. Now, I'm like, yo, this shit over, man. Let's get this over so I can get back home, man. I'm done. It's over for me. That nigga Dizaster spit that first round with the shit at the end with the divinity, the 70, something infinity. The biggest gap between us is bars and whatever that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And Cortez owed me because later on we found out that was the first round for Core. I took a bullet for Core. Survived that shit for Core. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So after that, now when I go spit my round, my shit starting off a little slow, but he emotional. So once he do the, like, touch me or something, and I hear, nigga, something when it's dead time, Drake's here, but you ain't gonna make none of his headlines. That's when it started clicking. Now we got the battle. I wind up talking in Arabic, turning into the Canadian savior. I said something, Blake scream, you know, all the bad parts, clap the machete, all the shit they still talk about now, you know, that makes me legendary. Drake man tell him after, Drake man hush tell him after, like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, the nigga DNA won, we should give him the whole bread that y'all was gonna bet. Drake is a stand-up nigga, he wound up splitting the pot. Me and Dizaster both walked away with like 3 bands each. So that made up for the 10 times less. Then, you know what I'm saying, you do the math, 5 million. Kevin Durant got involved. A bunch of other people hit me up. One of the craziest battles ever. But before that, before I got to that headlines freestyle, I thought that shit was nasty. So then, any other time I was in a situation before a battle and everything went wrong, the battle went right. Anytime shit go right, battle's nasty. That's why I never trip no more. When shit go wrong, I don't trip. Like, I think I told niggas, y'all heard the Mickey Fact story? The Mickey Fact story crazy too. All my best performances come with wacky shit.